guys, and welcome to today's video. In this meal prep video, I'm going to be making some single serve meals for my freezer that you could just pull out and put in the microwave and it's ready to go. So the first thing I start with, as always, is just cleaning and prepping all of my produce. So here you see I have all my veggies that I washed and rinsed, and I have them drying on a towel. When I chop my veggies, I like to separate them into the exact meals that I'm going to be making. So you see on the sheet pan, I have divided into the different meals. So these vegetables I'm going to roast off for some omelets that I'm going to be making for dinner this week. And then here I have some peppers, onions, and zucchini, and that's going to be for my chicken parm freezer meals. And then in the back I have some peppers, onions, and broccoli, and that is going to be for my apricot peach chicken. I also have this vegan roast in my freezer, so I'm just going to roast that off and make some meals out of that, like Thanksgiving style. And I have some vegan chicken patties that I'm going to cook as well. In this roasting pan, I have a whole bunch of veggies for pasta Primavera. So I'm going to cook all this in the oven at the same time, and then here it is when it's all been cooked. I also have a couple different pastas that I need to boil, so I'm going to boil them all today. I have regular rigatoni, mini wheels for my toddler, bonza for myself, and then I'm also going to be cooking up some jasmine rice in my rice cooker, and then about half a bag of this stuffing mix for the Thanksgiving bowls that I'm going to be making. While everything is cooking, I'm also going to prepare the sauces that I need for these meals. So the first one is an apricot Dijon sauce. I use a half a jar of apricot preserves and then about half of that amount Dijon mustard, and then you just put that on the stove and let it heat together, and that's all that you need for the sauce. It's really good. It kind of tastes like a honey mustard. And then the next sauce I'm going to be making is for the chicken parm. So I just add 1 can of Rotel, 1 small can of tomato sauce, and some seasoning of choice. I'm using the 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. I really like that one. And then you just mix that together and that's all done. Now for my pasta Primavera, I'm just going to be melting some butter with some of the Green Goddess seasoning blend from Trader Joe's. I have 2 separate bowls here because one is going to be for the bonza and one is going to be for the regular pasta. And then once those veggies are roasted, you just mix it together, and I put these in some meal prep containers and they're good to go. The next one is the apricot peach chicken. So I already have my serving of jasmine rice in my containers, and I'm just going to divvy out the vegetables. And then I'm going to add my boca chicken patty on top and regular chicken for my husband and his, and then you top it with the sauce. And then the other thing I add to this one is peaches. Now my store didn't have fresh peaches, so I just diced up some frozen peaches and let those thaw and put those right down the middle. And these are ready for the freezer. Now for the chicken parm, I portioned out the pasta in my meal prep containers. We're also having this for dinner tonight, which is why we have the bowls in the back. So I just divvy out the vegetables now, and then what I did was I just added a little bit of that sauce and a little bit of vegan mozzarella cheese. I like to use the Violife brand and bake that in the oven for a little bit, and that is how I made the chicken parm. So I top the pasta with some sauce, and then I add the chicken patties on top. Regular chicken for my husband, vegan for me, and now those are ready for the freezer. For the Thanksgiving bowls, I am just going to put my stuffing that I made, and I just made enough for 4 servings. So I'm going to add the stuffing. I had a can of collard greens in my pantry, so I'm just going to add some of those collard greens. And then I am going to cut the vegan roast for myself, and for my husband's, I just roasted some chicken with everything but the leftover seasoning from Trader Joe's, so it kind of had the Thanksgiving flavor. And those are ready for the freezer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and gave you some inspiration to fill your freezers with some ready-made meals. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.